Okay, sorry for interrupting this video. I just thought that maybe you wanna know that you can gonna get a skin for free. Yes, absolutely for free, okay? So all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment down below your ID, your in-game name, and the skin that you want, which is under 300 diamonds, okay? And you'll have a chance of winning that for free, okay? You'll find more information down in the description, okay? But sorry, let's gonna jump back into this amazing video. What's up, people, and welcome to this video. So in this video, guys, we're gonna be talking about the new hero Odette, the new mage, which just came to the game a couple of hours ago. Okay, so I've been playing around a bit with her, so I know quite a few things. I'm gonna be telling you a few tips, a few tricks, a small guide, basically what you want to do, what you want to think of, and what you should not do, and like stuff you should know, okay? Really should know before you buy this hero, okay? So I'm gonna be jumping into a game. I will also be showing some clips of like other games which I played with her, so you can get some more perspective. But let's gonna jump into it, and I'm gonna be showing you. Okay, so bam, we are in the game, okay? So let me start by saying this. A lot of people have been saying this mage is terrible, you shouldn't buy this mage, she's very hard, she's very bad, stuff like that. And I did kinda agree with that a few days ago. I was like, yeah, she is very unique, okay? She's very hard to play in a way. And like all the heroes in the game has its own playstyle, this one included. You just have to figure out every single playstyle for the hero which you're playing, or like for the heroes which you want to play and stuff like that, because they are played very differently, and especially this hero, okay? I did notice it when I played a few games, but I looked at, she has an insane amount of damage, okay? But she's lacking in almost everything else, okay? Very high damage. And the thing with this as well, okay, the damage which she has, it's mostly area damage, okay? And when we saw the first pictures and stuff like this of this new hero, we got the information that she is she's like a team player. She's a team player. So basically, going mid lane with her like this, it's not smart, okay? At least from what I've learned. You wanna go ahead and go bot lane or top lane, depending on if there's another teammate there. You wanna go with the teammate, okay? Because she has this stun, okay, it's a binding, it's not a stun, okay? You can bind 3 enemies if you're lucky, okay? But it's extremely hard to actually go and hit that, okay? And like, that's an area effect, and then this is an area effect, her ultimate is an area effect, her passive is an area effect, okay? You can help your teammates, it's easy to like attack multiple heroes. It's just overall, she's a team fight hero, basically, okay? You wanna fight multiple enemies at the same time. Going with her in mid, in my opinion, it's not a smart move, okay? Because in my opinion, she's not a mid hero, okay? You wanna go ahead and go against multiple heroes at the same time, okay? We're gonna be talking about the abilities and playstyles and stuff like that. Basically want to build for her as well. The build isn't as important because I haven't really figured out really what you want to build for her. What I thought before what you wanted to build for her was basically damage, because she has like a really high damage, area effect damage, okay? But it really depends, right? Look at this, bam, okay? But like if you're building a lot of damage, you will obviously gonna deal a lot of damage to multiple heroes. But let's go and switch lane, let's go and start running top. This is a bot game, because it will be a lot easier to show you all the stuff in the bot game, okay? But let's just go over the abilities really quick, okay? Like I said earlier, they have made a lot of stuff right with this hero, but they have also made a lot of stuff wrong with this hero, okay? Let's go and start with the first ability. The first ability is basically you shooting out this swan in a direction. It will deal damage to the enemy and it will slow them down a bit, okay? I don't really know how much it will slow down. It doesn't say. If you click here, as you can read, it doesn't say. It just says that it will slow them down, reduce their movement speed for 2 seconds, okay? That's basically what it's doing. But as you can see, it looks like the range is quite far, but it isn't, okay? The range of the first ability is actually not very long at all. I don't really like it, okay? The range isn't long. It deals a fairly good amount of damage, okay? As you can see, 350 plus 49 magic points, and I only have 30 currently, okay? So it's a fairly good ability if you're close range, if you're hitting multiple enemies, because you can hit as many enemies as you want with this one, You just have to be kind of close with them, and that's basically what goes for all abilities with her. You have to be kind of close, which like mages you don't really want to be. Try to stay in the background. You can try to do that, but with her ultimate and stuff like that, you have to try to be in the mix, which I think is not the best thing for a mage. Let's go and use the ultimate here so it doesn't die. Look at that. There you have the ultimate. Amazing. I do love the ultimate. I do like the skills, but they have problems. Okay, so the first one, it deals damage, it slows down, but the range, I don't like the range. The range should be increased. It's such short range. You really have to be close to them. Let's see. Let's just stand here. Let's see if I can hit the crab from over here. Let's see. The range says it can, so maybe I can actually. I did hit it, okay? But like as you can see, it's not far away at all, okay? And then the second ability, basically, it looks like it has a long range, but I'm pretty sure it's actually the same range. Let's back out here so we have the point right there at the tower. As you can see, it's the same range, okay? Exactly the same range. It just looks longer because it's smaller. Jesus Christ, Nana is pushing a lot, okay? And I'm just sitting here speaking, okay? And then, but like I said, it has fairly good damage. It slows down. You can hit as many enemies as possible, which is good, okay? And then this one. Let's go and talk about the second ability. Like I've said like 1,000 times right now. But this is basically binding. It has the potential of being good. I just don't think it's good at all, okay? Basically, you shoot it out when it hits the longest range, it shoot out 2 balls to the side, so you have the opportunity to bind multiple enemies at the same time. The thing is, it doesn't really work that way, okay? It's extremely hard to hit, especially if you're playing against real players, okay? If you're playing against bots, you can really predict how they're gonna be walking, so it's not really that hard. So proving it in this video is gonna be hard. But as you can see, okay? It's a really short area which is hitting, and then trying to hit with the side like that, it's hard, okay? It's really hard to actually go and predict that. And this Bane never gives up, does he, okay? And the thing is, it's only 1 second as well. Look at this. Bam, and then 1 second. Like, it isn't long at all, okay? They should really go ahead and increase the cooldown, I mean the binding, at least to 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds. Because it's really hard to hit, it's really hard to dodge as well. As you can see, it's very slow. Really hard to just like, really easy to just move to the side when it's coming close to you. So that's the problem with the second ability. The ultimate, let's gonna talk about that. So the ultimate is basically when you use this, you have this huge area around you dealing a lot of damage, okay? Don't get me wrong, this is dealing a lot of damage. It can deal an insane amount of damage to the enemies, especially in a team fight. But the thing is, it can be crowd control, you can't move, you have to stay very very close to the enemies for it to even like deal, well, not super close to the enemies, actually has fairly long range, but oh gosh, take it easy. But like as I said, like almost like there's always a hero in that everything which has a crowd controlling ability, so you just like kind of try to have to wait until that crowd control has like until they have used it, okay, and then gonna use it, and you have to be very close. A good thing about the ultimate is that you will actually be able to take, I think it's 30% less damage while you're using the ultimate, which is good, but they could have increased this a bit more, because like I said earlier, mage just doesn't really want to be up there in the mix. They want to try to stay in the background, deal damage and back out and go in again. But with this here, you have to be like right there in the middle, try to deal damage, okay? I do like the ultimate, it's very good, it's dealing a lot of damage, and like you can clear minions and stuff like that extremely fast, especially if you're an enemy base. And if you have a team fight and successfully use the ultimate without getting stunned or without having to move, it's amazing. It's a very amazing ability. I'm gonna try to show you here the damage of it. As you can see, I haven't barely paid attention to this game whatsoever, but like it's a very good damage. And it's like it's proccing over and over, like every second it's proccing, so it's fairly good. I think they have buffed her, okay? But let's gonna talk a bit about the passive. They have reworked the passive a bit, okay? So before you used an ability, you could get this passive. Okay, now we have to have minions. Let's run up to find some minions here so I can show you. So basically use this ability, then the next ability will go ahead and like shoot out this thing which bounces between minions and like enemies. It also works on towers, and then you had to wait for 6 seconds, but they have actually buffed that, I think, so now you can actually go and stack multiple of them. As you can see here, it says 2, so now that when I do my basic attack, it will basically be 2, but you can't really see that. It's very hard to actually go and see that. Oh, this we have a perfect opportunity right here. Let's flicker in, use the ultimate, hope that nobody crowd controls me. Look at that damage. It's a very good damage. I did take a lot of damage as well, but they were running as well. Okay, but let's keep talking about the passive, okay? The passive, it's a really weird passive for a mage to actually have to like do these basic attacks, because she's a mage. Mage just doesn't really do basic attacks. It's just really weird that they added it in, but also I kind of get it because it's a really kind of good wave clear, okay? As you can see, it is bouncing around there, dealing a lot of damage in a minute, so it's really good to actually go and clear waves. So I kind of get it as well, because mages can have problem clearing mini waves, and this hero doesn't really have that because of this ability and the passive, because all the area effect and stuff like that, so it's really good. When it comes to team fight, you really want to be in there, be dealing damage to them, stuff like that. But one thing which is problem for this mage, which I have seen when I've been playing her in games, is that if you get caught off guard, okay, if someone is chasing you, if someone has some kind of crowd control, stuff like that, you're kind of gonna die because you can't really run. She's very slow. She doesn't really have, she can't really do anything about it. You have this binding, you can try to shoot at the enemies while you're running, but you will have to stand still to do that. Most likely you're gonna die, most likely you're gonna miss that, and even if you hit, it's just 1 second, and they will probably be able to catch up to you, okay? You do have this one, but the same problem goes for that. It's very short, it's a lot easier to hit, but it's very short, it doesn't slow them down for so much, so they will just keep chasing you. Most likely, if you get caught out of guard, okay, basically, I'm here, I have an assassin there coming towards me, I'm not gonna be able to do something, I'm gonna die, okay, most likely. You wanna stick with your teams, okay? That is very, very important for this hero, okay? But for me, it doesn't really fit me, okay? I like to be able to roam around myself with any hero, okay? I usually do that, okay? Because usually when I play with randoms, they usually go ahead and walk around different directions. So I like going into different lanes to protect them and just try to guard every single lane, because most of the time my team doesn't really do that. But with this hero, it's very dangerous to actually go solo, because you have basically no mobility, you don't really have a lot of crowd control. Basically what you have is a lot of team fight damage. Okay, let's go and do it here again, take a look at that damage. It is mad, though I am going against bots, so obviously it will be a lot easier, but she still has a really good area effect damage. Basically how you want to think about her is like a gourd, but without that amazing stun and easy hit slow, okay? That's basically how to think, and basically a bit stronger maybe in team fights than gourd, but gourd is all, no, they're probably fairly equal in team fights, okay? But the ultimate is, honestly, it's very amazing if you really hit it good, okay? The builds which you want to do, honestly, it's up to you. That's basically how you want to play her. I haven't really figured out. Maybe in a future video I'm going to tell you basically more specifically what you want to build. But I have learned that basically a lot of things work. You can build cooldown on her to reset your abilities a lot faster. But if you're doing that, you gotta remember to build mana, mana regen, and just mana in general, I guess. Oh, get back here. And yeah, you can build damage as well. If I would recommend anything now, just build damage and mana, okay? That's basically what I'm doing. You can see the build right here. It's not the build which I really built. I did add this one in because I really like that item to get even more wave clear and like more area effect. And that's a build that I'm using currently. Probably not the best build, just the build which basically is standard build for her. Not really, use the small changes, but you can basically do whatever. Look at this, and bam! It looks like she has a shit ton of damage, okay, but that's just because I'm going against bots. And I'm fed without trying to get fed. That's real fun, actually. But yeah, guys, that was just the small things which I really want you to know before buying this hero. This hero is definitely unique compared to other heroes in the game, because she has very bad mobility, very bad crowd control, but she has a very good team fight damage, okay? And you don't really want to go mid with her, like I said, okay? Maybe I will come up with some more ideas and tips and tricks about her, okay? I will go and comment that down in the description or the comment section below, so you can just gonna read that. Or maybe if I have any huge tips which you want to go know for her, I will go ahead and add that in maybe a future video, okay? But guys, that was all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope I will see you in the next video, guys. But as always, thank you for watching. remember guys, if you want to buy a mobile grip, there will be a link down in the description, and if you're doing that, you gotta remember to use the code BLUEPANDA to get 10% off, okay? And you will also be supporting the channel a bit by doing this. Thanks.